wouldn't come back.
Wow.
They wouldn't come back. So that's.
Well, speaking of, different mediums, since we're having this writer strike, but we know we've got the next season of The Wire coming up. That was already written, so we didn't have any type of stop in our production.
Right.
It's coming up January 6th on HBO. And then
and you're great on that, by the way. I just put a video together on my webpage, and for the most part, I just grabbed a little glimpse of everybody. But I knew it was great when I saw it. But to see the juxtaposition, I don't know if you saw it yet. The juxtaposition, I started you on Alice the World Turns, where you're this beautiful, sophisticated doctor going to the heroin addicted or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Addicted. To see this transformation, I mean. I just think they're wonderful, and I can say that, I take a lot of people on from Soapstar because people don't get it, and the way I do it is basically what I say to the cast and crew. Try not to go to anybody until the show airs, and usually what's happened is that we shoot so far in advance that it's 3 months later until they're killed off. And basically what I say to the casting director, who's ever casting that season, I'll say, look, if they call you, these are the ones I'm interested in. And then I also say, if these others call you, be nice, have them send a picture, but there's nothing I can do to help them. But you and Kelly, the man, are
Kelly gave me the sweater.
Did she?
The last day of filming on Soapstars, she said, "Shamika, here, you will look great in this."
She's great.
She's a wonderful, wonderful
They
person.
just cut her so wrong. I mean, she's such a good actress, Shamika.
Yeah.
And, in those reality shows, they cut you a certain way. They want the villain, they want the crazy, they want, it's nuts. But anyway, you were one of the few people. I can still remember your audition in New York City. We were at All My Children, and we were shooting, and you came out and you did that monologue. If no one can have you, no one can. And you were the only one with the gun. And let me tell you something, people must have seen that because
they were doing it the next season. I saw it.
Every single one pulled out a gun. I was like, Shamika, Shamika, Shamika. But I still remember that. And even that day, we saw so many people. You were like on the top of the list right then. And I remember your audition clearly. I remember Kelly's because she was out of her mind.
Yes.
Kelly is so funny. Kelly was in Los Angeles.
What it is.
Kelly came out. And you don't even see all when you watch the show. She was out of her goddamn mind. Out of her mind.
It's not censored.
Okay. She was out of her mind where all three of us went, no way, no way, no way. And then the producers went, okay. And I turned to Julie Madison, who was there at the time, and Debbie. And I said, she's going to be in. They loved that we had such an antithesis of a reaction, such a reaction.
Yes.
Then they were smart enough to know that the audience would have a reaction, and that you always want in these kind of things someone to stir the pot in the back end of the show.
Yeah.
And the unfortunate thing for her is that when you took that all away, I never think the producers are smarter than me, because I think like a producer, they were smart to push her, because once you cleared all that away, she was an amazing, amazing actress, and you see it. You see all of you really shine so beautifully in that snow scene.
Oh,
all of you, it was just so wonderful, and she was great. You were great. The band, is doing great. They need to write her more. I mean, they wrote her correctly over at One Life to Live, because what they did was when Mikey got won, and he should have, and he's a nice guy, but he should have won. They quietly got rid of him, and then they brought that man on. And they didn't have any big fanfare about it, which I thought was smart to do, because they were kind of saying, we still want to take someone from Soapstar, but we don't want to make it, bad for Mike. And they wrote her correctly because they had her love Antonio from afar.
Yes.
And so you could play it slowly, so it wasn't where, this reality girl's coming, now we're not watching Natalie, and they're taking away time from Vicky.
Yeah.
They just played her very slowly, but she's over a year now. And people are rooting for them, and that's always what you want with these shows, and now there's rooting value. So hopefully it'll really, really go for her. She's a wonderful actress.
I believe it will.
And she's great.
Her character's great.
So anyway, what about you?
Okay.
Besides that, do you have more questions?
Did you see, well, of course, did you see my article in the TV Guide? I sent you an email.
I think I was flying.
You're flying? Well,
but I do listen to all her articles. It's so funny because you email me, and there's certain people that I get so much email, and I'm like, Shamika, I gotta look at Shamika's. And I had, it must be right before I left.
Yes, it was.
There was an enormous amount of things. What did it say? It
was an article in Sunday's TV Guide about my role on The Wire. It was This Just In, and the title of mine was Addict's Role Hits Close to Home. and it basically asked me, how do I keep my character so human? And I spoke about, you know, my inspiration for the role and how I pulled from my aunt, who's been clean for years, and I'm very proud of. But it was a really nice, you know, feature article about me.
Listen, you know, you're on the right road. We talk about it all the time, and your viewers ask about career moves.
Yeah.
A lot of people ask what the difference is between a manager and an
Hey,
agent.
don't go there. We have fan mail.